Hello, everybody. It's Barbara, and it is time for Pick a Stack Wednesday. You made it through another week. That is going to be the new mantra. You made it through another week. We have the full moon starting tomorrow night. We have the summer solstice tomorrow, at least here in this part of the world. Very, very powerful times. There's so much going on out there. You know, I've had people come to me and say, there's nothing happening. And it's like, oh my gosh, you're not paying attention. There's so much going on out there. There's things being revealed. The veil is so freaking thin. I did a healing yesterday on somebody, and I was shown the veil, and it's literally like a lace curtain, like with holes in it that you can see through. This is why a lot of people are putting videos out there about where they can see the demonic being in a person. You know, there's this new malady or this new illness, whatever the medical community wants to call it. No, it's just you're waking up and you're seeing what's really out there. The movie They Live with Roddy Piper, you know, he puts the glasses on and he can see people the way they really are. Well, you've been given the glasses. Lucky you. Not everybody wants to see that. I don't really enjoy seeing it either. I've been that way for a long time. Which is why I don't like being around lots of people. Large crowds of people, oh my gosh. There's so many icky beings in there. Don't even get me started. Okay, so if you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do. I ramble on about whatever. I get information from my spirit guides. And I do 3 readings. So we're starting off with the Lemurian Saint Germain crystal singing bell, raising my frequency, your frequency, the frequency of the cards and the crystals and the plants and the earth and the sky and everything and everybody. I've got 3 decks here. Your job is to think of an idea, issue, or question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, or the world, or whatever you want, okay? You're the one that's making the rules, not me. And then you're going to intuitively choose a stack. So stack number 1 will be a reading from the Tarot of Dreams. That is Cyril Marchetti. And you're going to get a Petersite crystal with that. Stack number 2 is going to be a reading from the Spirit Song deck. And you're going to get a lovely selenite with that. And stack number 3 is the fabulous, always fabulous, Beyond Lemuria. That is Izzy Ivy. And you get Moonstone with that. So, think of your idea, issue, or question, or listen to the whole reading. There's been a theme going through all 3 stacks for the last year plus. So, I highly encourage you to listen to the whole thing. Even though I know people have a short attention span, because I look at the analytics and the average listening or watching to the video is about 6 minutes. But the cool thing is, it's up to you. You get to do whatever you want. Right? Okay. Should we get started? Keeping in mind, summer solstice and full moon tomorrow. If you chose stack number 1, you are going to get a reading from the Tarot of Dreams by Cyril Marchetti. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to take them out. But first we're going to talk about the Petersite. Now, Petersite has a lot of colors. And a lot of times there's a really pretty blue. No, not on my face. There's a really pretty blue This one doesn't have any blue, but this is the one that jumped out at me. So I have a whole bowl of them. And this is the one that jumped out. Petersite holds the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Okay. Good place to start. It's really good for driving in bad weather conditions. Not necessarily driving, but traveling in bad weather conditions. So it's a really good stone to have in your vehicle. Whether that's a motorcycle, a boat, car, truck, airplane, whatever. It helps calm people down. It also helps calm animals down. So if you have an animal that has issues with loud noises, or scared of storms and all that, this is a really good stone for them to have on them. Now, how do I do that? Well, you can get one of those little spirals that you pop the stone into and you attach it right to their collar. Or if they have their own little special doggy bed or kitty bed, you can put this underneath. Okay, don't let them get to it, but put it underneath. Maybe you want to have a little pocket in the bed, so they can't get to it. Some animals like to chew on stones. You can look at the 3D version of that in that, they need to sharpen their teeth, or they just need something in their mouth. Yeah, not really. They need the frequency. So the frequency feels good to them. When Althea was a puppy, she got a hold of my celestite geode. She wasn't chewing on it because she liked the mouthfeel. She wanted that high frequency. She kind of wrecked it, but she needed the frequency. So to me, that was more important. So this Petersite can guard your home or your business against storms. Really cool stone to have on any of your property, or yourself, or your pets, okay? And it's really interesting because the last few weeks, we've been having all these storms here. I'm sure they're all natural. Yeah. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, let's go for some cards. Now, I know you're not going to get one card. I know you're going to get multiple cards. What do our stack 1 people need to know today? What do our stack 1 Tarot of Dreams people need to know today? With the summer solstice and the full moon. Get that one. Get that one. Any more? And apparently this one, that's going to be the third one. Sorry, they're really loud in this ear. That's why I keep pressing it, because it's like, okay, you guys got to turn it down. It's really loud, like almost painful. Oh, okay, stack number 1. Super powerful. We've got 3 cards today. We've got, the first card is Major Arcana, the card of Strength. The card of Strength. This is all about facing your fears and coming out on top. Facing your fears and being stronger as a result of it. Now, if you pray for strength, you don't get strength. You get the opportunity to be strong. Okay? That's why we always have to be very careful on what we're wishing for or praying for. Because we aren't given strength. We're given the opportunity to be strong. We're also getting the 6 of coins, and just the way this guy is doing this, it's like right there, right for you. 6 of coins in your face. There's also something about justice here. So if you are asking about some kind of an issue, like with legal issues or, disagreements or whatever, you have to remember, this is all about the highest and greatest good for all. And this is the 6 of coins. There's 3 coins on each side of the scale. Okay. So that the scale is fairly balanced. Now, one side's a little bit heavier than the other because that one coin is shining gold. But they're pretty balanced out. So if you're asking about some kind of a legal thing, remember, we want the highest and greatest good for all. Sometimes the highest and greatest good means somebody's going to jail because that's where they need to be. And I say that because sometimes somebody needs to go to jail because they need to shine their light there. We are put exactly where we're supposed to be. And if we look at it with a very negative connotation, that's what we're going to experience. But if we say, nope, that's exactly where I'm supposed to be, I'm going to learn there and I'm going to teach there, then that's what happens. And I'm thinking of this young man who, gosh, it's probably 8 years ago. He had to go to jail for 90 days. I can't remember. I think it was, drugs. I don't know. He came back into my shop afterwards and he said, you know what? That's where I was supposed to be. I helped a young man there. I helped him. I was supposed to be there. It's like I was sent there. It was so cool. And I got goosebumps just now. Sometimes we're put in a place where, I really don't want to be, but that's exactly where we're supposed to be. Okay? And it's not necessarily for me. It's for who I'm going to help. So, something about this 6 of coins for somebody. Now, this is also the 6 of earth, okay? 6 of pentacles, 6 of earth, very earthy. This is material things. This is not necessarily money. It might not even be justice. It might just be something earthy for you, earthly possessions. Like, it could be your house that you wanted. It could be that new sofa you want, car, whatever. But this is earthly possessions. So we've got an opportunity to be strong. And then we've got earthly possessions, or be grounded, okay? Be grounded to the earth. But then the third card is the Palace of Coins, the Palace of Pentacles, the Palace of Earth, the Palace. This is the magic house, the magic palace, okay? There's mushrooms growing out in front of it, and there's little critters. There's deer, there's an owl in the tree. There's a bunch of little critters. There's a little mouse. So we've got strength. Here's your opportunity to be strong. But you got pentacles coming in. You have justice or pentacles coming in. You have physical things coming in. And it's culminating in the magic palace. This is either that perfect home coming for you, or you are making your home high frequency, because this is a high frequency place. The Magic Palace, yeah, it's high frequency. You're doing something. You're rising to the next level because you were strong. I feel like there's somebody out there I'm talking to that you got to be strong for whatever this issue is. This court case, this disagreement with your ex, something with your kids, whatever it is, you got to be strong. You got to face your fear, whatever that means. Okay? You're going to get through this just fine because you're going to end up in the Magic Palace. You're going to have the happily ever after ending. Okay? So just know that. Keep in mind, you've got the Petersite, which is a good stone for being in a storm. So if you're in the storm and having the opportunity to be strong, you got your Petersite, you're going to be fine and you're going to come out with the Magic Palace. That was stack number 1, and that is super cool. All right, let's do a little singing bell. Cleanse the space. Ooh, thank you, Spirit Guides, for that wonderful stack number 1. If you chose stack number 2, you are going to get a reading from the Spirit Song Tarot by Paulina Cassidy. Let's move this over here. Your stone is selenite, and I chose, or my guides chose, this fabulous athame. This is wonderful for cutting cords. Selenite absorbs negative energy, but also selenite is named for Selene, the moon goddess, because we have this full moon starting tomorrow night. You cannot have too much selenite in your home. If you want to make your home the magic palace, selenite, selenite, selenite. I have lots of big chunks of selenite in my home because it makes it feel better, okay? The selenite absorbs that negative energy, so I don't, so my doggies don't. In fact, when my dogs are around people, afterwards, sometimes even during, I will take my selenite wand and I will do this. And as I'm doing this to their bodies, you know, I'm literally combing out the energies that are not theirs, and I'm thanking the angels and their spirit guides for removing all the energies that are not theirs that they absorbed, and then filling them with unconditional love. It's an awesome tool, okay? If your favorite tool in your toolbox is a hammer, this should be your favorite tool in your metaphysical toolbox because it's good for so many things. It's also good if you have bone issues or anything calcium related. It's good for that too. So you can use it on yourself. If you're having problems with your teeth, you know, use it on your teeth, on your jaw. If you broke your arm, put some selenite in there and maybe some amethyst, okay? Really good healers. All right, stack number 2, people. We get a reading from Paulina Cassidy, Spirit Song Tarot. I don't know what is going on today. Oh my gosh, they're just talking in both my ears. Just blah, 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 like fast, super fast in this ear, super loud in this ear. Like I feel like I need to hurry up. I'm not sure why. We're going to start with that one. We're going to go with that one. And apparently this one, that one is number 3. It would not come out of my hand. We're doing 3 cards today in each one. Okay, I'm not doing reversals today. I did not ask. Okay, in stack number 1, we had 3 cards. 2 of the cards were coins or pentacles or earth, okay? In stack number 2, all 3 cards are crystals. Now the crystals suit in this deck is pentacles or earth. So out of 6 cards so far, in 2 decks, we've got 5 earth cards. That's got to tell us something right there. We've got, they were in this order, the 7 of crystals or the 7 of pentacles or earth, okay? Represented by an anteater. This card gives us options. The second card is the 2 of crystals or the 2 of earth, and it is represented by a kangaroo. And this is all about balance. You know, think about the kangaroo. He stands on his hind legs. They're nice and long to give him balance. And then he's got his little front legs up here that he uses like we use arms. But amazing how they're super fast. I always see them boxing. Makes me laugh, but they also kind of creep me out a little bit. Honestly, you guys, if you've seen some of those really muscular kangaroo, they look very human-like, and it just kind of freaks me out a little bit. Like, okay, was that an experiment a long time ago where somebody took a human and something else and combined them together, and that's what they ended up with? Just, stuff I think about at 2 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep. So this card is about balance. We've got the 7 of crystals, which gives us options, and this is all about balance. And then we've got the third card, which is the 5 of crystals, bringing in some change and more options. This is where like the options start. Now, if we put these together, 2, 5, 7, 2 and 5 is 7, and 7. In totality here, we've got all earth, all pentacles, all crystals. We've got options, but we have to be balanced. So whatever you're asking about or thinking about for this is saying, think outside the box, right? Anteater, ladybug, and a kangaroo. Like, what do they have in common? They're very earthy, okay? We have to be not just balanced, but we have to be grounded. So be grounded. Think things through before you make a decision, because you've got all these options at your feet. Ask for signs, okay? If you ask for a sign, give me a sign because this is what I'm thinking. You can ask for a specific sign, okay? You can say, okay, give me a ladybug. Give me an image of a ladybug if I am supposed to do this, whether it's a new job or buying a house or going out on a date or whatever this thing is. You can be specific on what sign you want. Okay, guides, give me a ladybug. Give me a picture of a ladybug somehow, somewhere, if I'm supposed to do this. But then you got to pay attention, okay? You got to pay attention and keep your eyes open. Eyes, ears, all your senses. Keep them all open, and your third eye, because a lot of times we ask for a sign and we just totally miss it because we're not paying attention, because we're just la 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 in our little zone. So you have options. They're all part of the physical plane. This is all 3D, okay? Very 3D. You have options. You're going to not just jump in. You're going to ask for affirmations. You are going to maybe do some analysis or some research. You don't have to overdo it, but just don't jump in, okay? You've got options and you need to keep it balanced. So whatever that means to you, use the selenite to help you. The selenite to help you make a decision or to remove negative energy from whatever it is that you're looking into, okay? That was interesting. I feel like there's a couple people out there that are going to go, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I needed to hear. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. Doesn't mean it was for you. But very earthy. And because we have earth in both stacks so far, to me, that's a reminder. Please stay grounded. Solstice and the full moon and all the other stuff going on out there. If you can go outside, take your shoes off, stand in the grass or the sand or whatever you have out there. Connect with Mama Earth, okay? Stones help you connect with Mama Earth as well. Ooh. She is really saying, hey, connect with me. And if you have a hard time connecting, even if you're outside and you're hugging a tree and you got your feet in the grass or the dirt, and you're like, I'm still having a hard time, hold a crystal. Guess where crystals come from? The earth. Make sure it's a grounding one. Okay, if you're loaded down with tektites and moldavite and meteorites, you might have a hard time grounding to the earth. Pick something that's from deep in the earth. Eat grounding foods too. What's a grounding food? Something that comes from the ground. Peanuts, because they come from under the ground. Carrots, potatoes, turnips, those types of things. Radishes, they come from in the dirt. Okay? That's why peanuts are more grounding than almonds, because almonds come on the tree, whereas peanuts are in the dirt. All right. If you chose stack number 3, you are going to get a reading from the fabulous Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. Your stone is moonstone. You know, a lot of times I have a hard time finding the flash in these on with the camera. That's just, there's flash right there, but I can't quite capture it. Anyway, moonstone. Go figure. This is really good. It has feminine energy because, you know, connected to the moon. It can help stimulate the pineal gland, which, hello, third eye. It can balance internal hormone cycles. It is a stone of inner growth and strength, just like in stack number 1. It is really good for your emotional self. Okay, right there. See that? I just can't capture the flash. It's really good for young women, maidens and mothers, to help with your cycles. I mean, I don't know that I would carry this shape in my pocket because it's kind of pointy, but a nice smooth one would be good. There's really pretty flash on this side. It's like the whole thing is flash, and I wish I could capture it better, but I can't. Just know that it's there. So that moonstone is awesome, but not just for women. It is also for men because it's good for the emotional side. And we all have that. All of us. Even those out there that try to hide their emotional side. You still got one. You're just hiding it. All right. Lemurians, we love you so much. I feel like that's... Can we have 3? Ooh. These cards are thick and not quite as easy to shuffle. Okay, are we ready? Yes, we are. Earth Star Chakra, okay? So I just have to point out, we have Earth in all 3 stacks. That's our theme. Earth. Connect to Mama Earth. There's a lot of things going on in the world. Connect to Mama Earth. You're having a bad day. Connect to Mama Earth. You feel jittery. You feel like all your cells are moving. Connect to Mama Earth. In other words, they're saying, whatever you have going on, connect to Mama Earth. She's our mother. She can provide us with everything that we need. Think about it. Everything we need comes from the earth. It doesn't come from a laboratory. No. Food comes from Mother Earth. The air surrounding Mother Earth. The water on Mama Earth. Things to provide us with shelter come from Mama Earth. Mama Earth is very important. And so our guides are letting us know it's very important at this time to connect to Mama Earth and be grounded. Okay? The next card makes me smile. Furred and feathered friends. How beautiful is that? There's an eagle, there's a lion, there's a rooster, a fox, a rabbit, a sloth, a snake. Oh, there's a whole bunch of birds and butterflies and fish and antelope. I mean, there's just so many different kinds of animals. And us. And full spectrum. With the Merkaba, we are the bridge between heaven and earth. Now let's see what the numbers are. Card number 1, 26, and 27. It's kind of funny because in deck number 2, we had 2, 5, and 7. 2 and 5 is 7, and 7. And now here we have 1 and 26, which is 27 and 27. I see numbers. In stack number 1, we had a 6 and an 8. So I want to look up 26. Creating heaven on earth by honoring the perfection of nature's cycles, going beyond the judgment of good and bad, the merging of duality, raw nature, earth wisdom, connecting to ancestors, shadows as the fertile soil for exponential growth. The way forward is in the whisperings of the land and honoring the full spectrum of life. So I just have to point out, we've got this Earth Star chakra, okay? We've got full spectrum, which is talking about being the bridge between heaven and earth. And then we've got furred and feathered friends who live on the earth. You don't have to tell animals to ground. You don't. They just do it, right? Because they're so tied in to the electromagnetic fields. You know, dogs circling out in the yard or in their beds or in your bed or what you think is your bed. This is all earth. Mama Earth. Mama Earth. Mama Earth. Mama Earth is calling us. She's saying, ground to me. She is saying, with the full spectrum card, be the bridge between heaven and earth. Take these high frequency energies that are coming in and ground them into the earth. This is one of our missions here. And especially if you're watching my video, you're a higher frequency person, okay? You're a higher frequency being. Take those energies and ground them into the earth. That's what we're supposed to do. Because we're transfer stations. We take those high frequency plasma energies from grandfather's son, and he's been sending them out almost daily in terms of solar storms and CMEs. He's sending all this plasma energy to us so we can push it down into Mama Earth to help her ascend. It helps us ascend. It helps Mama Earth ascend. So today's entire reading is all about Mama Earth. Ground to her. Don't worry about the 3D things like finances and, stop worrying about the 3D stuff. There's way more for everybody than we've been led to believe, okay? There's way more resources than we've been told. When we manifest something from the physical realm, we're not taking away from somebody else. A lot of times people are thinking that, well, if I'm wishing for this, it's taking away from somebody else. No, it's not. Let's say it's a house. Let's say this house over here is your perfect house for you. You pray for that house. Well, what happens is, if you're meant to have that house, And it's for the highest and greatest good of all, because that's what you're praying for. This person finds their perfect house over here. Then their house goes up for sale. And you can get that house. You see, we're all part of the flow. It doesn't mean I'm taking something away from somebody else. I'm creating an opportunity not just for me, but for everybody. And it literally has a domino effect. It goes on down the line. And sometimes that's why we have to wait a while, because the person who's going to start it is way down there in the line of dominoes. And that one has to fall before this one can fall, before this one can fall, before this one, etc. And then it gets to me. So keep that in mind. But my guides are saying, stop worrying about the little stuff, little 3D stuff. Be the bridge between heaven and earth. And make sure that you are grounded to Mama Earth, that you're grounding that solar energy that's coming in. One, it'll make you feel better, okay, because you're grounding that excess energy. And two, you're helping Mama Earth, so you should feel good about that. And when you help Mama Earth, you're helping the plants and the trees. You're helping all the animals, the two-leggeds, the four-leggeds, the creepy crawlies, the flying, the swimming. You're helping all of them, okay? So be that bridge between heaven and earth. And don't sweat the small stuff, because you got your palace coming. Your magical palace. Oh, that was awesome. I feel like that was one big reading. I hope you got something out of it. I love you guys. I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because I know you're worthy. I know you deserve it. You got to know it. So you have a wonderful, blessed day, my beautiful soul family. Mwah! You'll see me again soon. Happy summer solstice and happy full moon.